Hello everybody, welcome back to some Resi 8. Now you may have noticed we have a different rifle now with infinite ammo. Maxed out that so after I maxed out that Magnum, I did go and take a look, did not have enough points to get infinite ammo for it, so said fuck it, sold it, because my Wolfsbane here is doing more than enough damage. Got this rifle, fully upgraded it and fully upgraded it with 897,000 lay left over because that Magnum is insanely expensive to upgrade. Um, and then went and got infinite ammo for it because it is a better rifle than the Dragoon one that I was using. Um, and now I have infinite ammo for most of the stuff. I was gonna potentially buy the sniper rifle or the grenade launcher because I do still need, because I have infinite ammo for them both, and I do still need the challenges to kill stuff with them. But I thought I would wait and buy the once I got enough money, um, buy the shotgun again because I do have infinite ammo for the final shotgun that you get, and I figured that's a little bit more fun to run around with than the sniper and that. After I'm done this playthrough, I will probably do another run through on maybe I'll go back to casual for one run through to get the rest of my kill stuff. Assuming that I can get it in one playthrough, I don't know how much I'm missing for the other ones. Um, also, this fish here is the finest fish, which actually I don't think that we actually found the picture for that one yet. But this is where you get it. And also, as you saw there, we went back through the ruins there, used the crank, and we got on the boat. Don't need the boat key for this boat, as far as I'm aware, but I mean, who knows? Maybe. Because, I mean, you can't really get back to here until after you got the boat key, because you need the crank, and you get the boat key before you get the crank, so. But anyway, yeah, I might do another run through on easy just to get my kills. There isn't really a huge amount of places where you can, like, grind the kills. Because, like, the only kills you can realistically grind are if you have the infinite ammo for that rifle that I had, also antique coin, call back to 7. And that there was 10,000 lay because that I do believe is supposed to be, on your first playthrough, I think it'll be an upgrade for the Wolfsbane if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, but it is definitely a weapons upgrade. DNA sequencing is complete, 99.95% match to Dovey Munimycete. The deviation of 0.05% can presumably be attributed to artificial changes by humans, which means this is probably the source. Further investigation into how the connections managed to find and extract the mold is needed. The fungal colony is spread out under the entire village. When you take the Baker incident into account, the hosts of the Munimycete are part of a network of consciousness. If that network is linked to here, then we could assume the organism here is data storage. If that's the case, then what data is Miranda after? Um, oh. So yeah, this here that just tells you that everything that happened in 7. We also got the item box from 7, as you can see, a couple of them, and then as you saw the antique coin, which is a treasure, and obviously a callback from 7. Oh god, this rifle sounds so good and just feels so good. Also, as you may have noticed, 80 bullets in a clip. I do not have to worry about running out of ammo before everything else is dead. But yeah, this here is the Mutamycete. Can't do anything to it. It's just like the same mold shit that Evelyn was, Evie there was made out of. And I guess all the bakers at some point, but obviously theirs seemed different. because it was like her infecting it. And as you read that thing there, it technically was different because there was a slight variation, but it was very slight. So anyway, that's what happens when you get on the boat and turn around. And if you're wondering why I decide to turn around first, I don't know. Both of my other playthroughs, as soon as this started, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go backwards first. I think on my first playthrough, it was just to see if I could. And then on my second playthrough, it was just like, oh well, there's like almost nothing back there, so I will. I may as well. But yeah, we're very close to being able to afford the shotgun again. So as soon as we get enough with that for that, which in all honesty, we got the antique coin. We're about to get another treasure or two here. So here we are back here. As you can see, that's a blue house. So this is where we came out of the this right here. Actually, I do believe, or no, I guess we came out by the other house. Well, whatever. We'll go down here first. Push. There we go. As you can see, it's another one of these. So we'll just boop. And boop. But look, there's a monster. Now look, there's another pedestal here that we need to light up. However, will we do it? Obviously, this chain isn't going to reach that far. Yeah. So there is actually, I think it's an achievement, maybe? I think it's an achievement. Because I don't think it's a challenge. I think it is just an achievement. To light one of these guys on fire. Now, as far as I know... Oh, come on. There it is. As far as I know, this is the only point in time that you can. And as you see, didn't drop anything. And the reason she didn't drop anything is because until that one is lit, they will spawn infinitely out of this hole. Because obviously, without one, you just can't. Also, what's really nice is they did split all the rooms up here. Not that it makes too much of a difference. So you do get a fuck ton of money here. And I'm reasonably certain that's all that's ever there. I don't think that there's an upgrade there. Because I know that sometimes when you get the really big, or like when you've seen me pick up like really big amounts of money, generally that means that there was either a weapon or an upgrade there. Golden Lady statue. But that is not the case in this one. I'm reasonably certain that all that was money. There was no weapon upgrade or anything. So yeah, we can't get into here when we come through here the first time. There's no because like we're on that side of the bridge, and obviously the bridge is up, so we can't obviously get into that door. Now we're gonna make it to a mini boss today. There's no way we're making it to the next big boss. Absolutely none. We might make it to his area, but we do have one more area to go through first, and it's a little lengthy. But yeah, yeah. So here's our tower that got destroyed, and the door we came out of, and then there's how we got back to the village. But now that we got to come back here, we can pop out here because we now have the well wheel. It's actually one of the things where it's like, I kind of wish that carried over into New Game Plus, like the well wheel and the crank and that. Because just trying to think, like the well wheel obviously doesn't unlock anything. Like the well wheel, like it unlocks the wells, but there's nothing in the wells that you need to progress in the game. And I'm trying to think if the only thing with the crank is that it would obviously once like the way like the reason you even go and get the crank is because it the one in like the one breaks and then you need to go and get this one. That's the only reason you get the crank in the first place. And obviously if you already had it on you, um, you wouldn't need to, right? Like you wouldn't need to go get it as soon as the other crank broke. You could just immediately whip that one out and be like, bam, done. So now this place kind of sucks for clearing it because it's all considered one. Um, there is obviously like a treasure to get, which is over there. But the first time I made it through, it took me forever to find everything. And the second time that I came through here, I actually didn't get everything. And I still, realistically, have no idea what it is I missed. So like now that those are raised, and then as you can see, any of these green buttons you can press to raise and lower stuff, and they correspond to the ones that are there. The only ones you can raise and lower are ones that are all the way up, or all the way down, I think. So I'm gonna take a quick peek down here, because like I said, there's actually, come to think of it, yeah, I was gonna say there's a lockpick there, which actually, because like the map changed like that when I went there, it may not even be included in this. But yeah, this place here is a little bit annoying to clear out. I have no idea what I missed the second time around. Hopefully we'll grab everything this time around, but I mean, we've already missed a full treasure because I forgot to grab it after the Moreau fight. Also, got to push that twice. Why? No idea. Also, the physics of this doesn't make sense because like you push that. I'm reasonably certain that with how heavy that seems to be, as soon as those front wheels go over the edge, it's like that front end is dropping and it's getting stuck. Like I do not see you managing that at all. Also, you're supposed to drop that down so that you can walk out onto it and then climb onto this, but so now, like I said, this is very annoying because these rooms are split up. So like I have to drop down there and pick the stuff up to have this place count as cleared. But at the same time, if I go down there and I'm missing something up here, once I drop down here, as you'll see in a second, because I don't see anything that I need. But as soon as I do that and unlock this, it raises them all and you can no longer climb up. So we can open this. We get the large pigeon blood ruby, which, oh, whoops, which is the second part of the collectibles, which is why I could never remember where it is because, you know, why wouldn't you explore the well when you're back this way? See, so as you can see, it's still red. And as I said, I have, just like last time, I have absolutely no idea what it is I missed in here. Like, none whatsoever. The only thing I could think is maybe one of those ones that was like really low was covering something that I didn't catch, but yeah, I got nothing. I do not know what it is I'm missing, and without like some like the equivalent to like the X-ray specs in 7 or looking up, because I think in the end, like on my first playthrough, I actually looked up. There's a couple of can't remember exactly what site it was, but they had a bunch of it where it was like this area of the game, how to search and clear it or get it cleared, right? Which is very helpful. It didn't like the walkthrough guides, I guess. I don't know what you would call them. I guess guides. They didn't get all the way to the end of the game, but they still got far enough or they still got this far. I think they made it to the final area, but I don't think that they had the final area quite complete yet. But yeah, we're leaving missing something because I have no idea with that place. It's super annoying. I don't know. I don't remember what it is that I missed, but as long as you grab the lockpick and the treasure, you're good. There's realistically nothing else that could be down there that you drastically need. Actually, come to think of it, this is the way we go to go back to the village, and that's actually still blocked off, even though... I mean, there's realistically no reason why they would have to block off that door. It just leads you back to the... Like, that door there takes you underneath all of this and just ends up coming out at the ceremony site here. So, I mean, yeah, it's weird. It's also weird they don't turn the boat around here. Now, as you noticed, when we went backwards, when we docked, the boat, like, and came back, I don't know if you turned the boat when we docked it. But either way, when we went back to the boat, it was docked. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they don't turn it around there. So we'll go sell this, see if we can get the shotgun. Because if we can, we'll fucking blast our way through the next section of the game. Which is actually a fairly good time to get to try and get the shotgun kills. Now, like I said, the rifle kills and pistol kills are fairly easy because you can do them on easy. And a section later in the game where where you have to trigger a thing. Oh yeah, it also turns into Dimitres's necklace. Because if you noticed, her daughters were all wearing one and she was not, because apparently she left hers there. But yeah, the pistol and rifle challenges are fairly easy. Now I would say technically, because if you buy infinite ammo for them, obviously, it'll make more sense later when we get there. Yeah, you know what?
Splendid. Do you know its worth?
Ooh, that actually did not give us enough. I thought that would give us way more. Would it be good for this or the grenade launcher? I mean, kind of. And I mean, once we get the kills, we can all... You know what? Let's blast. You know what? We'll stick with just the grenade launcher for now.
Please come again.
Throw the grenade launcher down there. Let's shortcut it. We'll replace the mines with it. Because I'm not gonna need a mine quickly, right? Let's reload. So as you can see, we do have infinite ammo in it, both versions. Flashbang and, boom booms, explosive rounds. Rose is waiting for you. Now, obviously, the downside of this is that also these goats show up here, as you may have noticed. I actually kind of forgot about that. But these goats show up at this point. Oh yeah, and we didn't go and do this yet. So as you heard that loud howl, now if you look closely, you can see it moving back there. I do want to get a little closer so that you can see it. Oh fuck, it stopped me. There we go. Crystal Ancient Beast. So this is also kind of a mini boss. As you can see, it is fucking littered with arrows and shit. from all the other attempts to take it down that did not go well. Uh, but yeah, that's a mini boss that shows up after you've defeated Moreau. He'll be out there. And then the show must go on. But before we actually head to the next area, we still have one more side area to go through. Good luck. Thanks. Yoink. Now, what is interesting to me is, as you can see, there's more of these yellow flowers here. Uh, that's like very similar to the ones you run through before going to the dollhouse there. And if you remember, uh, in the dollhouse, they were. Oh, it's probably just that one. Uh, but yeah, like in the dollhouse, you may remember that they're there because breathing in the spores or whatever from them allows Donna to make people see stuff, see what she wants them to see. Um, so that is interesting. Oh yeah, there's another goat shrine here, another goat boarding. Um, could have swore there was something else under here, but maybe not. Maybe it is just that. Which is actually, I think, the only, like, there's only the two goats. There's the first one and then that one that's actually in one of the shrines. Yeah, there's more pigs. Meat there. Mine. Some money. And as you may have noticed, there's a crystal fragment there. That one's... It... It's kind of easy to miss, except for the fact that when you get close enough to it, it'll show up on your screen that there's a crystal fragment there for you to pick up. So, I mean, it's technically difficult to see, but at the same time, the game really gives it away. So here we are in Otto's Mill. And if we go in here, we will see another one of these big guys. Now this guy, unlike the last one, I do believe I went over how the last one, you ran around in a circle and he would summon little dudes occasionally. At least I hope I told you that. Because if not, and you went into that fight not expecting them, oops. But this one, once again, it's very similar. You run around. You actually have a little bit more of an area to run around. It's like you can run through here. Um, they do give you ammo. But yeah, like you can run all around here. You can run upstairs, which we'll do because there's some stuff up there as well. Some sniper ammo. We're seeing stuff through the wall. But you can run upstairs. Now this guy, unlike the other one, who just summons like the basic little enemies that have their swords and whatnot. This one here will actually summon the gargoyles to help fight, which honestly may be easier because you don't have to worry, like, while you do have to worry about the gargoyles hitting you, you don't have to worry about the gargoyles blocking you because they'll always be in the sky. Now, I forgot to check, and I forgot to check the second playthrough. I forgot to check this playthrough. I don't know if you can actually shoot the locks off this door before you kill that guy. Because, like, obviously I walk in and he's there. He will come at you. But I don't know if you could actually run over here and pop the locks off this door or not. But anyway, now this here is the area I was talking about where they kind of screw you over with the fish. Because as you can see, meat, poultry, meat. That's good. Go over here. Fish, meat. Actually, that might be all of it. So the reason why I say they screw over is because one more fish in all of this that they let you pick up, and missing those fish that you can't get back to, all of a sudden doesn't lock you out of one of the recipes like it does. July 8th. Today is the day the Jolly Merchant stops by. He always gives me old newspapers. I know Miranda forbids them, but news of the outside world is always so fascinating. There was one thing that piqued my interest in the last one. It was an article about some medicine company. I don't remember the name, but their emblem looked familiar. It was the same symbol on the giant's chalice. I'm pretty sure I saw the same one painted on the walls in the cave, too. That radiating umbrella image really stands out. What's some outsider company emblem doing here? I wonder if it had anything to do with that man that stayed here all those years ago. Nah, I'm overthinking it. I mean, you're not. I mean, it's clearly very suspicious. But yeah, the reason I wonder is because, like, obviously, dude could probably fit through this door and this door, but he's very clearly too big to fit through this door. So, like, I was just wondering if, because, like, if that is the case, where he, Father Nicholas's angel, where he actually can't fit through that door, uh, and you can get through that red door. Obviously, you need to take the time to stop and shoot the locks, but I mean, if you take the time, use 3 bullets to shoot the logs, and come in here and he chases you. Now, granted, he could probably swing at you, but I mean, still. In all honesty, though, if you're fighting him, I would actually highly recommend just mining the fuck out of him, because he does follow you around fairly close. Well, not as close as he can get. Not all of them, though. So, good to know that the grenade launcher is still a one-hit kill on hard. Actually, a good way to get rid of them is when you first come out, if you just like run and immediately book it over to here, they'll all walk right by that cart, and you can take them out in one bullet. It is super easy to take them out. All right. No, here we go. 900,000. Oh, I kind of want to go back and see if we can get the shotgun. But before I do that, actually, yeah, complete. Actually, how close am I to that? I only need 8 more of those, and then these are all mercenaries. Without crafting, nothing but close combat weapons. Knives out, but I've used 700, so I've shot 761 times this time. Without spending more than 10,000. That one I could obviously do probably at the same time as I do this one, because I won't be stopping at that. Come on, where is it? Here we go, firing the hole. 50 enemies, I've only got 5. I killed like nobody with the grenade launcher. To be fair, the only things I ever actually used the grenade launcher on Oh yeah, that amounts to nothing. Like they do that, it means nothing. Um. Anyway, but yeah, like the only thing I really used my grenade launcher on in either, well, like in my first playthrough, because in my second playthrough I had my infinite ammo rifle, right? And I spent most of my time with that. But like, I hear you. Hmm. See, Ethan is worried. I don't know why he would. I feel like at this point, with the weapons that he has, and with how little trouble we've had getting through there, Ethan would no longer be worried. Like, Ethan wouldn't be breathing that hard. Not after everything he's been through, especially after 7. Like, I feel like this is definitely a little bit of a higher. That an enemy? Sure was. But like, this is obviously a little bit more of a higher octane situation for him, higher stress situation. Because like, there's a nerf there. I don't know that I've ever picked that up. Because like, obviously there's more enemies. They're faster than the molded, but at the same time, even just the fact that the merchant is there, like even if he wasn't as useful as he was, just the fact that there is in fact the merchant who is at least on your side and you can see him and talk to him. Oof. Like that alone. Oh, I shot the fucking arrow out of the air with the grenade launcher. Got him? Yep. Like that alone. Ow, you fucker. Man, they are much more. They fire those bows significantly more on this difficulty. Can't say that their accuracy is too much better. God, I just hear them everywhere. But yeah, last time I played this, this is where I got the challenge for knifing an arrow out of the air, which classic Resident Evil challenge. There was one for that in 5 as well. It was easier in 5. Um, it was definitely easier in 5. You know what? We may actually get some mine kills here as well. I don't know why. Like, I'm assuming that's supposed to be the birds, which animation-wise could be better. But it honestly sounds a lot like static. And actually, come to think of it, I don't think that it's here that we need to do that. Well, there's a lot of barrels down there, but also this is all outdoor, so we don't get the red and blue cleared thing. Okay. I still feel like the mines. I mean, I guess it would have stopped like that one guy from coming out. But I feel like there still wasn't that many guys that it would have helped with, or that I could have got kills with. Sure, we'll pick that up through the floor. Why not? I will say, Ethan switching weapons is a lot faster than it was in 7, or at least it feels like it is. He wasn't necessarily like slow switching weapons in 7, but it definitely feels a lot faster, which in a game like this, obviously, super useful. Okay. So now we're going to get some mine kills. First one's going to go here. Another one is going to go here. Obviously, we have to worry about going up the stairs, so we'll put one there. I don't think they do that, though. Do they come out from here? I don't think so. I'm just trying to recall the fight that's coming up. It isn't a hard fight by any means, but it's just if I can get some landmine kills, that would obviously be useful. Now, unfortunately, we're going to go up there, and that's going to spawn them. And I don't know how close these can be without setting each other off. Now, they do jump, jump, jump around. Where's the other? Oh, down there. Okay. Now you might be thinking, man, that's a lot of mines. Well, you would be correct, but as soon as we go over here and do this,
There's gotta be a way.
yep, I was gonna say that should spawn some guys. Okay, there's more coming. That's fine. No, I'll do that. There we go. I was gonna say just to save the mine. Okay. The other guy must have got blown off. Oh, I still hear mine. Oh, really? That one didn't go off? With all the guys running around. Well, I got some mine kills at least. We'll pick this one back up. Now, unfortunately, we did kill some guys up top, and it's not always possible to... Unfortunately, they don't always let you cheat and grab stuff through the floor, but I don't know that that they wouldn't have fallen off, maybe? I don't know. Also, there is an achievement for like hunting a certain amount of animals, and the birds do count, but these birds do not. These birds are, as far as I can tell, 100% immune. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think that anything else spawns when you do this one. If they do, oh well. But I'm reasonably certain that they don't. Oh, that must have been the one guy that I knocked off. Let's actually check my challenges. Wait, what's entrapment? Right, I have not figured out how to do that. Mind your step. 8 out of... Oh, God, I need 50 of each of those too. Good God. A lot of grenade launcher kills. To be fair, the grenade launcher, since it's single shot, that one would probably be easier to get on easy, just because the enemies tend to not come at you quite as fast. But yeah, they tend not to come at you quite as fast on easy. So that might make it a little bit more doable. Now this is another area I don't know where the last thing is. I always have a hard time finding the final item here. Ah, I didn't hit it. Oh, because that isn't a thing. Okay. Mind that. I mean, like, it's not just me, right? Like, that very clearly did look like a thing. And you might be thinking, just go upstairs. I am. I know that there's stuff up here as well. Just wanted to make, like, extra sure. Because, yeah, I don't... hate it when this happens, and it happens too much. Because you would think, after playing through the game twice and, like, clearing all of these sections, every time... Oh, there it is. Every time that I wouldn't have this much trouble fucking clearing them. But nope, can't fucking do it. Always fucking missing something in a couple of the areas. God, I don't know if I actually want my grenade launcher for this section.
This must be their den.
So yeah, this is their den, and you may or may not have infinite enemies here. I honestly don't know. Get off of me. But yeah, if possible, I would recommend running up to this spot. Because while I'm not sure if there's infinite enemies, there definitely seems to be. They do slow down, like you get this big wave here. But as you can see, they don't seem to stop. They will, like, I reasonably certain that they don't stop anyway. Now, in all seriousness though, oh, and that actually also knocked the other one down. But yeah, I just want to test this, because, like, that one may have actually survived being knocked down. But then I do this. Because there's obviously stuff down there as well. Nope. But yeah, there definitely seems to be infinite enemies here. But as I said, they do slow down quite a bit. But with infinite ammo, you could technically grind out all of your kills, all of your kill stuff here. One thing I do kind of wish with the challenges is that they would, is that like when you checked a challenge, that when you went back into the menu later, like assuming it was like the same session or whatever, um, I do kind of wish that instead of starting at the top, they would just start down where you were. See, like I already got 35 out of 50, which isn't bad. Now that guy, if I'm not mistaken, that guy might be a guarantee. Like if you try and exit, he's guaranteed to go. Same with like those guys at the bottom. They may not have been just like the infinite spawns. They may have been specifically for when I went at the bottom. Because I think that when you use the zip line, it disables the infinite spawns. I think. Like as you can tell, there's significant. Like we're not being attacked right now. But as you saw before, it was constant. Like, well, not constant, I guess. It was periodic that there would be a couple more to kill. Now, I'm not sure where what we're missing is. Not here. Could be up here, because I kind of just went up here and, yeah, and immediately turned around. So that could be, yeah, it. Boop. I want to make sure that's loaded. Good. Oh no, not more enemies. Now, I would recommend keeping this wheel here in between you and the other guys that are over there with their bows, because they can shoot at you at this part. Also, reasonably certain that you don't need to worry about guys coming up behind you at that point, but I mean, I would always recommend being careful about it. Now, I am going to let them climb up just so I can get their loot. Because obviously you can shoot them off the wall. It's actually significantly easier if you shoot them off the wall. Oh yeah, big guy. Good Christ. Okay, so that should have got me quite a bit right there. Okay, we're still here. Yeah, 3 more. Good. Well, actually, is that good? Because we're gonna have, like, we only need 3 more, but obviously... actually... I was gonna say, but obviously there's more than 3 enemies coming up, but in all honesty, there may not be. Because we should be more or less at the mini boss or boss, I guess. I call it a mini boss because it's not like, to me, if it's not one of the 4 lords, it isn't a boss. It's a mini boss. But I mean, I guess realistically, there's very little. Well, I mean, I guess there is more to the lord fights than what I call the mini bosses. The mini bosses are just basically giant dudes that you just need to shoot a lot. But at the same time, can I really say that the 4 lords are much different? I mean, besides Donna, obviously, who is very different. Let's actually back out of this for a second, because I don't know if it's this hole but I know that there is. Yeah, okay. I know that there's one of these crawl spaces, but I think, come to think of it, that may have been. Oh yeah, and then if we look through here, we can see them all fucking eating. Now, I don't know about you, but just because you can hang bodies and hang off of them to eat them like that, that doesn't. I feel like that doesn't mean that you should. I mean, it's still got to be easier to have those bodies like on the ground, unless they're worried about like rats getting to them, but before they can. Oh yeah, and then we also get this. The king's orders finally arrived. Withdraw. It is most vexing that we must abandon the border stronghold to those heretics. If I had but a little more time, I know I might be able to turn the tides of this battle. Nay, I should not put on airs. It is my curiosity that ties me to this place. There are a number of ruins in the vicinity which the locals say are very ancient. The ceremony site with 4 giant statues, caves with murals carved on the walls, the stone plinth they call the giant's chalice. Where did the people who built them come from? Where did they go? It irks me that we must abandon this place without knowing. Now, to me, that's a rather weird little thing to throw in at this point in time, where it's like, oh, by the way, this place used to have knights in it. It's like, okay, why does that matter? Like, all right. Ugh. Oh no, it's this guy
That's
again.
not good.
I was gonna say I thought we killed you, but I guess we didn't, right? So now he jumps around. There we go. Honestly, he's not that hard of a fight because you too can have the Wolfbane
Shit.
fully upgraded by this point. I know I did. And that's about how the fight has went every time I've came to this point. Because I mean, if there was ever a time to use Magnum ammo, it's on these mini bosses. In all honesty, obviously it's good to use on the bosses themselves, but in all honesty, the mini bosses are more annoying. If I'm being honest, I would actually recommend using Magnum ammo. Also, just like in Resident Evil 4 and 5, with their upgrade system, if you oh yeah, this place. Uh, if you upgrade the ammo capacity of your gun, um, they will also fill your. Oh, come on. There we go. They will also fill your magazine for you, which means use your Magnum bullets and then upgrade your Magnum ammo capacity, and you'll be good. Now, unfortunately, the Wolfsbane, I do believe, we can see the upgrades, right? Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have an ammo capacity, but as you can see, it says +2 because you have the increased capacity cylinder. Because for some reason they give you a 6-shooter with 5 shots in it. I mean, I know that revolvers have more than, or that there's more than just 6-shooter revolvers, but I mean, come on. If it's a revolver in a video game, you should have it be a 6-shooter. But anyway, so those also count as an upgrade and will also give you max ammo or fill up your ammo. So like use your Magnum bullets and or like say like if you ever get an upgrade, like a ammo upgrade that you have to like carry around, save it for when you're out of ammo. So here's our final flask.
What?
Now correct me if I'm wrong,
You're the
but the
real
first and
deal,
fourth
Ethan.
flask here are the only ones that
Well
gave us a
done.
vision, right?
Quit hiding, asshole. I'm not letting you get out of this.
Cool your jets. Just a little bit more, and you're all wrapped up. I'll lend you a hand. So in exchange,
In exchange, what?
first of all, come to me. Put all the flasks in the altar, And I'm sure you'll figure the rest out. See you, Ethan.
God damn it.
Well, that should have been the last thing we needed. And then our final treasure that's marked on the map, I do believe, right? Yeah. It's not our final treasure, but it is the final one, like on this map. It also is a little misleading because it shows Heisenberg. Oh, look, there's an X. That means we're done, right? Now it just shows whether or not you've gotten the flask. It's really weird that it doesn't indicate whether or not you've defeated them, but it just indicates whether or not you've collected their flask. As you can see, you can't go backwards on this boat. But we can go forward. So hopefully now we'll have enough money once we sell everything to buy the shotgun, because I would really like it to go into the next area. If we don't, I may very well buy the rifle, because I still do need kills with that as well. Actually, come to think of it, whoops. Also, that's a challenge, and quite possibly an achievement. Use the fucking photo mode. Also, okay. Push away an enemy after guarding. Yeah, I really need to do that at some point. I also need to figure out how to do this one. Executioner is just enemies. So I need 100 enemies with the shotgun, which I don't think that there's 58 enemies left in this game. If well, not that we can kill with a shotgun. God, I still need fucking 68 enemies with the rifle. That's definitely going to be an easy thing. Just going to take it and just shoot them with it. Obviously, only 3 more with that. Got quite a few more grenade and landmine kills. Unfortunately, no way to get infinite grenades and landmines, but at the same time, you can obviously craft them. But we only need 3 more for this. Now, going through this area, there's no enemies, but future knowledge coming in handy. I don't know exactly where they come from, but either way, I'm just gonna do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Cato implantation note, subjects 174 to 181, which would indicate that there are 7 subjects down here. 174, male, silversmith, scars from pneumonia, low affinity, Cato failed to grow, body transformation, drop in cognition, another lichen, sent to pasture. Now, sent to pasture generally means that they're off to die, right? But I feel like they just sent them into the caves with the rest of them. Bernadette, female, no occupation, no history of illness, death. Alcina D, 44, female, noble descendant, not from the village, hereditary blood disease, results very high affinity, no loss of cognition, arbitrarily able to control body transformation, applied cognition control procedure, sent for observation. So there's Lady D, that's the big vampire lady, Alcina. Now, why her being able to control her transformation is arbitrary, I don't know, but, whatever. There they are. Oh, those mines may have been a little close together, as it turns out. And he actually survived that. That seems like bullshit, but that's 1. Now, assuming they died, that's the 3 we needed. Now, the only reason I waited is because I don't know whether that was a 4th guy, or if that's just one that didn't get it. But either way, challenges, fire in the hole, complete. 14,000 CP for that one. But yeah, now we don't need the grenade launcher anymore. Okay, and then we'll pick up. Oh yeah, then here's the phantom fish. So they do kind of expect you to clear this area. Man, that was a waste of fucking landmines if I ever saw one. I used all of my landmines for that, and apparently I had them too close together, which does not surprise me. But I did not really remember exactly how they came through there. I just remembered that once we turned around to come back, that it spawned like 3 or 4 of them. And I still don't know whether it spawned 3 or 4 of them. But up we go, and we can finally, not that, there it is. Not that it means a lot to you guys, but this one fucking confused the fuck out of me and annoyed the fuck out of me for so long. Also, now would actually be a good time. Because I imagine that's probably when it's meant to be fought, is after you come out of there. Because, like I said, there's realistically no reason to come over here after you fought. Oh, what the hell's his name now? Whatever, after you fought the third guy. Good God, I can't. You know, it's going to bug me if I don't know. What the fuck was his name? Moreau. There's realistically no reason to go back over there, but now I've got everything with the crank, right? There's only yeah, okay, so the chickens are right. But I mean, once you come out of there, obviously you show up right at the church, and as soon as you walk out of there, you should hear the giant beast thingy roar,
It's
right?
my greatest pleasure to see you return alive. You wish to make a purchase?
Well, maybe. 5 crystal fragments, large crystal, 2 Vivianite, yellow quartz, 15 crystal skulls, 1 perfect, crystal ancient beast, 80 grand for that one. The crystal hammer from the mini boss, the giant crystal axe from that mini boss, along with that angel statue, which I guess would be 52 grand for defeating that optional boss. And I guess if you include this with the crystal hammer, that'd be like 60 grand for defeating that mini boss. 1 chicken, 1 fish, 9 meat. Oh, no, not my lockpicks. I don't think I bought infinite ammo for any of the pistols. I thought about it, but I had all the pistol kills already because I used the pistol a lot on my first playthrough. Pretty much anything, really. Except, like, anything that wasn't bigger. But anyway, yeah, I don't think I got infinite ammo for any of them because I didn't really see the point. Get rid of the grenade launcher again. We'll keep the pipe bombs in case I feel like doing that. Fuck, I don't think that's enough for the... It's so fucking close. I'm just trying to think of what I could list. Because, like, obviously I can craft. Because, like, I can craft a bunch of stuff. And realistically, as long as I don't need herbs or chem fluid for it, it should be fine. Because even then, healing items, I have 5 on me. I probably don't need more than that. Well, you know what? Let's... Okay.
Oh, good. I was just thinking of ways to pass the time.
Okay, so a mine is worth 300. A pipe bomb is worth 300. Rifle ammo is only worth 140. Magnum ammo is worth 2100. I think we may have a winner. I get 500 for each time I crafted that. 800 for that. 600. Not very much. Okay, so Magnum ammo it is, which isn't a surprise, to be fair, but I mean, I figured I would, because I still need to technically craft one of each item, right? So,
I'm buying this because of our relationship. A
okay.
good deal, if I say so myself.
And you know what? This uses stuff that I don't technically need, so, or because I don't, like, it doesn't take any of the healing
If
item
it's just
or
looking,
healing
window
stuff.
shop
So,
away.
okay. Okay. Probably would have been easier just to go straight down instead of up, but 14,000. Okay, I can't remember though. How much is it? 139,000. Okay, well, just gonna craft 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm out of
Do let me
gunpowder.
know.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Actually, I wasn't watching the gunpowder. I really thought that I'd run out of the metal stuff first.
To think I would buy
Uh,
such things.
basically, just need 90 grand more, but
I look
I'm not
forward to
willing to
seeing the
sell my
fruits of your
rifle or anything
exploration.
else that I have right now. So, all right, torso flask away. And actually, well, I guess we'll end it right here. So we picked up the Giant's Chalice. So,
What?
um, yeah, we'll end it here and pick it up next time. So thanks everybody for watching, because we are over an hour and I didn't quite realize it. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday, where once again, I don't know if we'll be able to clear the next area in one part. I hope so, because there's the next area and then there's like a small section before the final boss, but there's also obviously cutscenes in that. So I still think that we're on track to beat it this week, but if not, it'll only be like one part next week, and then maybe I'll do a couple videos on mercenary mode just to finish out the week. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.